I will never go back anymore. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I say no. No. I will never go back anymore. No. I say no, 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 no. No, 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 no. I said no to play. In Jesus' name, Lord, we pray. Here. I was opportune. Hold it down a little bit. I was opportune to go to a meeting I will not tell you. And I was opportune to sit by a former Major General. When this man was talking, you know what he told me, sir? Hold it down a little bit. You know what he told me? He said to me, sir, he said the issue why we are having insecurity in Nigeria is not about a sitting president. He said because it's about that there are generals in this country that uses it to do business. When he told me that, I said, what are you talking about? He said, sir, he said there are businesses going on that people use this insecurity to do business. We are going to pray. Every general in charge or behind the calamity of Nigeria. Church, what do you want God to do to them? God should do what? Somebody say fire. Lift your hand, say my Father. I'm not hearing you. Say my Father. Any general in this nation that is involved in the business of insecurity, in the name of Jesus, God pay them in their coin. Open your mouth and pray. Anymore. No. I say no. In Jesus' name, Lord, we pray. Can I prophesy from this altar? There shall be peace in Nigeria. In 2019, there shall be peace in Nigeria. Any man that shall rise to discover and scatter Nigeria, God will scatter them and their generations. Let your amen sound like a thunder here. I'm hearing something now. Can I prophesy? I want you to take Holy down small kind. I want you to take this prayer point. Any spiritual general against destiny. The Bible says in Ecclesiastes chapter 10 verse 8, it says, he that diggeth an evil pit for you shall fall into it. You're going to say any evil general against you and against your family. I don't know if I'm talking. Any evil general against you and against your family. What do you want them? What do you want to happen to them? That pit they have digged against you, they shall fall into it. Do you believe it? Lift your hands and say, Father, in the name of Jesus, any evil general against my life, any evil native doctor, any evil shrine priest, in the name of Jesus, against my life, their pit they have digged against me, let them fall into it. Pray that prayer. Pray that prayer. He paid the debt he did not owe. I owe the debt I did not pay. I needed someone else to wash my sins away. But now I've seen a brand new song, amazing grace. Lord Jesus paid the debt that I could pay. He is not by my power.
It's not by power.
By my spirit. Before I come down, there's something I'm seeing now, but I don't want to give some prophecies because of time. But can I talk to you? You. Come. As you were waving your hands, as you were talking, the Lord showed me something. And the reason why I want to talk to you is because your prophecy is not good. You know why I said it's not good? Okay. Kai. I just need sound. You don't sing when I'm prophesying. It's only when I'm prophesying well you can praise God. As if I've been in this branch now, so sometimes you should study me well. Sir, what I'm saying, I don't know where you came from, sir. I don't know where you came from.
I'm from Anambra.
I'm not asking you which. I said, I don't know. Okay, you'll be answering me yes or no. You said you're from Anambra, right?
Yes, sir.
I don't know where you came from, so I didn't ask you to tell me where you came from. I'm only just trying to affirm that I don't know where you came from. You'll be answering yes or no. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Have you been? How long have you been in this ministry?
Since day before yesterday.
Oh, you only came because of the convention? There's something the Lord showed me. You live in Lagos, brother?
Yes, sir.
I want you to pray because the Lord showed me something. You appeared to me in the spiritual realm. God showed me something the first time, showed me the second time, and it's repeating again. You are going to pray that what killed your father will not kill you. Is your father dead?
Yes, sir.
Now, there is something the Lord showed me. I don't know, I'm saying something. Something happened in your family in 2016.
That was the day.
That's the day your father died.
Yes,
Now, something appeared before me again. La delebo shakata. Only when Chineke, any edema. Only when Chineke, any edema. Only when Chineke, any edema. Onye nwere Chineke nwere ihe ndị Muslim dị lọlọ amara n'udo dịrị unu. Oya, hey, unu kọ kwa here. Church, can I prophesy to you? Whatever that is fighting against your family, we never have access to you in the name of Jesus. Here, hold it down. I saw myself in your father's house, and as I saw your father died young, your father appeared to me. I saw him putting on a uniform that looks like a security person.
Yes, sir. He was a custom.
He was a custom officer. Thank you, Father. You are the King of heaven and earth. Kabio Osi, Kabio Osi, Kabio Osi, Kabio. Sir, I want to tell you the name of who killed your father. He didn't die in natural death.
At all. At all.
Since your father died, everything concerning you has turned upside down.
Upside down.
As I'm talking to you now, nothing is happening.
Nothing.
You are gifted with singing.
Very well.
As I'm talking to you, there is a promise of a finance that somebody wants to give you.
Yes, sir.
And you spoke with them
Yes, sir.
48 hours.
That is 48 hours confirmation.
Sir, can I release that money to you? Hey, ndị Muslim dị lọlọ a, amara n'udo dịrị unu. Hey! Hey! Hold it down. Church, do you believe God can release something to you now? Sir, I remember the first time I met you in the United States. A friend that introduced you to me was having an issue that couldn't afford a car or a house. And somebody was owing him the same way. And I gave him 48 hours.
That's right.
The whole money came out. And he bought a car. He got a house. Today he now says he's a what was how he brought you to me. Somebody say prophesy. Are you sleeping here? Say action God, let me hear.
Action God.
Say prophesy. Sir, I know you're representing His Excellency. Will you want me to talk publicly?
Go ahead.
Come to the altar. He come. How many years now? 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 Hey! The reason why Olga sent you was not because Olga didn't want to come. When His Excellency called me now, he told me he had an emergency. That's why you're coming. But what appeared before me is not an emergency.
I don't know.
Can I say something? You want a woman? So that he knows me well, but tell him that the prophet you met is not a prophet they can play with. But I appreciate him because he's here, and he's here is by you. So the Lord showed me something. I want you to go home. You're going to open Psalm 24. In so many times you have seen yourself in a dream where you took up offices of leadership. Hold it down. And sir, whenever those time comes, there must be a situation that will rise that will snatch it away from you. That has been your experience. You're not pushing me. Let me hear say action God, brother. Can I prophesy? So today is the first time to meet me, right? Yes. But I want to do something to you. When I gave a prophecy about the president of Ghana, I published it in Nigerian newspaper, Mirror newspaper. He was not contesting. God told me that Nana Akufo-Addo is the next president. When he read it, somebody that knows him read it on the newspaper. He said he wanted to see that Nigerian prophet. That was how I met Nana Addo. That was how I introduced him to who introduced him to Roger Sokorocha. Hear me? When I got there, I told him, you have contested before and before and before. He said yes. And you are a failure. He was looking at me. I said, sir, you needed a prophet to activate your kingship for you to get it. He's a very humble. I've never seen a president humble like that. He stood up. He can't even shake me with one hand. That's how much he respects men of God. I said, sir, let me talk to God on your behalf. 5 days he said I should come. 5 days to the election, I was in his house in Accra. I took over the altar. And I said, if you have to be a reality, 7 days, he was declared the next president of Ghana. Someone activate what you carry. Something is going on in your father's house. Where you came out, the other house in your father's house where you come out is a bungalow. A bungalow house. You know you're a big man now. It's a bungalow house. That bungalow house, I entered it. I saw a step like this. When you climb it, you climb what they call veranda. When you get to that veranda, there is a passage. By the side of that passage is a parlor. There is another 2 rooms at the back of parlor. And another one demarcated it from here, making it 5. Papa, can I prophesy? Can I be your father? Hold it down, boy. Can I be your father?
Yes.
The prophet. Can I be your father?
Of course.
Sir, what I see now is an altar that was raised against you. By now you would have been somebody highly respected so many places. But there is something happening to you. what is happening to you is that leaders uses you. When you come, everybody respects your wisdom and your contribution. But you are not in the hem of affairs. You only follow those that are the hem of affairs. And you contribute, they accept you and see you as a leader. That is not your position. Sir, because you're here, I want to change your office now. Go to anywhere in Lagos, ask them Action God. We have an Action God. We have an Action God. Hey! Hey! We have an Action God. Get me olive oil. Sir, hold it down. Sir, you see this mount I've been using to wipe away heat? I'm going to give it to you. I was kidnapped in Abia State with their AK-47. They took me to the bush. And they equally told me and said, no, you be pastor. So people who kidnapped me, Sabine. When we got to the bush, I had a hanky I blessed I tied on my neck. He asked me to remove everything. I removed everything, remaining boxers. And he said to me, what is this rubbish on your neck? I said, I'm hanky. He said, remove it. I said, come on, remove it. Immediately he held it and removed it. He got shocked. And he said to me, he turned, he waved his head. He looked at his colleague. He said, this man must go. I thought it was a joke. He said I should dress up. The 60,000 in my jean pocket, they returned it back. They escorted me with their gun and followed me at the back. Let me prophesy. Those who want to destroy you will become your servant.
Amen.
They followed me and escorted me out. And when I came out, I entered Okada. When I got home, when I said the news, as I was saying it, everybody was just looking. You know something you will hear? It looks like. And that didn't happen the year I lost my elder brother. Sir, I have tested God. I have seen that there is God. Anybody who do not believe there is God, shame to that person. And I have equally tested that there are people God sent onto the earth only for the purpose of what we are doing now. There are people he uses their body as an instrument. I want to anoint you now. I'm going to pass a pronunciation that every seat of yours, your seat was shown to me in the spirit. It was done like this, and it has cobwebs. That means for a long time somebody raised an altar against your family. Sir, but I'm going to turn it now. Get me a seat. I want to promote this young man. Hold it down. Hold it down. Take it there. I spoke to one of my sons. We are broadcasting live, so he might be watching. Who all of you knows? Who is the current speaker of Imo State? Honorable Chinhim. When he came to me, I was the one that prayed him into a new office he has now. And I said, this is what the Lord is saying. Last 2 months, the office left him. When that office left him, I was in the US. He called and he was so angry. I said, there is one thing I can tell you. You see the God I serve? He cannot lie to me. He cannot lie. Lion of thy tribe of Judah. He cannot lie to me. Sir, I want to promote you now. I'm going to walk you to this altar. I'm going to sit you down. My prayer for you is one thing. That God will reposition you in the office he has given to you already.
Amen.
When I prayed, there was something the Lord said I should do for Sunu Choga when he arrived in the occasion. Before he called me this morning, so I'm holding nothing back. Till when he comes to see me, tell him I said so. Let me tell you something. You know, there's one thing politicians do. When they need something, they get to you. When they get it, You don't see them anymore. Apart from few. Her Excellency, sorry, I'm just talking generally.
Kyoka is a technocrat, not just a politician. He will certainly come.
He will certainly come.
Certainly. I know him.
You're defending your principal.
I work for him, not apart from politics. We are colleagues in the office. Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah. Okay. Sir. Sir. Your story will change from now.
Amen.
You know how you know why they took me to the office of Bill Clinton? Was because in 2010 I gave a prophecy that I saw where Obama handed over the leadership of America to a woman. In 2010, 6 years after, Hillary Clinton emerged the candidate of the major party. 3 months to the election, I was ministering in New York City. The Lord told me what will happen, and the seat will go to Trump. I don't know what to do, because already my prophecy in 2010 has gone viral. At my arrival in US press will come. So I didn't know how to change it, but I now told them the truth is this. If God wants to change something, he doesn't take permission from a prophet. God sent Hezekiah. He said, sent a prophet to Hezekiah. He said, Hezekiah, thou shalt do what? Die. When Hezekiah prayed and God changed the prophecy, he didn't take permission from the prophet he sent. So what saved my face in the United States was because I took my Facebook handle and sent the message. And the date was there. This is what will happen. And Hillary Clinton will lose the election. And 3 months later, she lost the election and Trump won. But can I say something? Sir, can I say something about Nigeria before I pray for you?
Whichever one.
I want the world to watch this. Are we live? I don't want to tell the church alone. I want the world to hear this one now. But let me pray for you before we go live again. They are reconnecting us back live. So come. Ben sobu baramo kike wiye owa na tofuta bene wegi olila nyozo chinu amara nora pubege amara no nyechem no so amara nora pubege amara mo gebi dolu chinu elu wagamara. So follow the prophet. And God said to Peter, look to me that thou will not fall. I reposition your office, Henry. Your son name again? Obulogo. That whatsoever have tampered with your destiny, the Lord who seeth in the day and the dark shall go, bring them out and scatter them. As you sit on the seat where I have seated, if I have the mandate for restoration, Joel 2:25, the Bible said the Lord shall restore what the cankerworms has eaten. Anything the cankerworms has eaten in your life, Henry Obulogo, I restore you to the office of leadership. From today, you will receive a new position of office. Don't forget today's date. 16th, that you have been restored. Take over your position. Lead. And I hereby stand in my office as a prophet. As Samuel lifted his hand over the head of David and anoint him and make him a king. So I make you a king today. Amen. Your village will know you are now ordained.
Amen.
Your family shall know. Your community will know.
Amen.
Your local government will know.
Amen.
Your state will know.
Amen.
Federal Republic will know.
Amen.
West Africa shall know.
Amen.
The world shall know.
Amen.
I hereby ordain you a king, restore you what you have lost in the name of Jesus Christ.
Amen.
And as I give you this mark of victory, May you always overcome. And I want to say in the name of Jesus Christ, congratulations. Rise up, it is settled. Can we celebrate God? Let me hand you over this mantle. When you go home, put it on a bucket of water. Get a bucket of water, leave shower, drop it inside a bucket of water, and bathe with it. After you bathe with it, take it and throw away. Tell God, every evil mantle that has fought that battle against you, that as you have thrown it on the road, any man that did it that walks on the road, any woman that did that walks on the road, he shall return back to sender. Sir, you will hear a news from your father's house. Go. So, can I talk to you? I need a scene of the Godhead, Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. Give me 3,000. It's not you. I said my boys, give me 3,000, not you. I know your situation now. You don't have. Akonye wanyi jigidere mo akaya toro gologo akaya jigidere mo o jigidere akonye wanyi jigidere. Hold it down and you give him back. Play drum. You will play when I come back because I want to be singing my personal album so he might know you better. Hi. I have a latest album I sang with Evangelist James Aaron. Stop it, stop it. From today, you will sing a song. That song will say that God has remembered you.
Amen.
And you will no longer take a last position again.
Amen.
Somebody is owing you, right?
Yes, sir.
And you spoke with him some days ago.
Yes, sir.
Eh?
Yes, sir.
And he will talk as if he wants to respond well. He will do like this.
Yes, sir.
Should I get the money from his pocket?
Now.
About them pastors. I'm one mama. What I say me how do you change? Not the pastor say me. The pastor we will learn. Ha. Una hola Jesus say chetalamo. Hey hey hey. Una hola Jesus say chetalamo. Hey. Oh, wicked. Otaso. Hey! Omerina babo kuchina kabe. Omerina babo mare. Onike, 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 onike. Una hola Jesus echetalamo. Hey! Sir! I check authority from the Holy Ghost. If this man owing you, is he a man or a woman?
A man.
Has ever tested water? Come gonna drink. I think on your surface, Jesus will visit. Look at me. What did I do?
You drank water.
Hold it down. What did I do?
You drank water.
I drank the water.
Yes, sir.
If this man shall drink water from now, he will no longer sleep till he brings your money.
Amen. Amen.
So look at me. What did I do?
You poured water on your head.
If this man bathes with water from today, he will have a sleepless night. The next morning, he's coming to you.
Amen.
What did I do here?
You poured water on the floor.
What did I do?
You're standing on it.
Hear me. If that man will watch on the ground and rain falls, he will be walking. It will look as if someone is chasing him because he needs to bring your.
Amen.
You went away. You Sir, take this water. I give you a water fly that as you use that water to take your bath. As you're taking that bath, you say, Lama Oimio, if water touches him body, he will no longer rest.
Amen.
Put your phone on. Phone imagine Shakareza phone.
Amen. Amen.
The next thing is, should I bring it or should I pay through account? Sir, will you come back here, whether I'm in this branch or not, to come and testify?
I will.
Sir, open your right hand. As I hand you over this financial seed from a prophet, as you receive it, that money that has been running away from you, you will receive it. And for me to give it in your right hand, this is the right time. Take it, Lata. Hallelujah. Hold it down small. Something happened. I gave a prophecy in 2016. So go, you're settled. Go. Get me olive oil. Get me olive oil. Come meet you and you should come. Go. This prophecy I want to give, take note of it. Hold it down small. I gave a prophecy in 2016. I don't know how many of you here who watched that prophecy that time. In 2016. About Atiku Abubakar. Okay. You watched it? Okay. 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 Now see this. In 2016, the Lord opened my eyes and I saw where the former vice president of Nigeria, former vice president of Nigeria, Atiku Abubakar, walked to the throne of Nigeria. When he got to that throne, I gave a prophecy then. It came the highest trending prophecy. The revelation then I gave says that he got to the throne on excitement. I don't know if media can preview that prophecy. When he got to the throne, at the excitement to sit on it, somebody came out of the back. Who was that? El-Rufai. Oh, so many of you watched that prophecy. And El-Rufai removed the seat, and Atiku did what? Sat on the ground. Now, and nobody again were sitting on the seat. I refused to finish that prophecy, and I said on it, I said, I'm going to pray to know who we become. People has been calling me for over 2 years ago to know who we become. So a lot of people insulted me even in our channel, Action God TV. People were sending messages that it's not possible Atiku can go anywhere. Now something happened. Suddenly, Atiku was in APC when I gave that prophecy. Is that correct? Now, suddenly Atiku did come to PDP and emerged as the PDP flag bearer. And for you to get to a throne, you must carry a ticket of a major party, whether the ruling or the major position. Now, I became a superstar because the politicians were not allowing my phone to rest on that prophecy alone. Now, something happened. I took time to pray. This is what you should take note. For somebody to walk to a throne, that was the prophecy I gave in 2014, that I saw Jonathan sitting in a throne. The handle of the chair broke. Somebody walked out of one place, and Jonathan fell off, and the person sat on it. It was who? And when I say it, I even say it in this branch. Some of my committee members were saying it's not possible. They said, Daddy, but we believe in your prophecy. And it came to pass. Now let me tell you who will be the next president of Nigeria. This prophecy might cause wahala. But whatever I saw is what I will. Now, Now that prophecy that Atiku walked to the throne and was in excitement of rejoicing, he wanted to see somebody's face appear. And it was El-Rufai removed the seat, he sat on the ground. And nobody sat on the seat. Nor El-Rufai nor anybody. That was a mystery. I asked God what is going on. I took time and prayed. There is something that shocked me. I was surprised to see a vision. That the person that walked to the throne was not the person that sat on it. And I now saw the throne reappear with somebody already seated on it. And that person is still the sitting president, Buhari. That's why I say it will shock so many of you. But because I'm a prophet, and because I'm on a live broadcast, the world is watching me now. I will not want to analyze that thing. If I analyze it, they might begin to look for prophet. But what I am seeing now is that the man that walked the throne, when the throne reappeared, was not the man sitting on it. The man sitting on it is still the sitting president. And that is what I saw. Thus says the Lord. Everywhere is so quiet. I gave a prophecy of America in 2010. It came to pass in 2006. Amen. I gave a prophecy of Ghana 2 years before the election. Last year, during Liberia, some of you witnessed that even Liberia government sent Minister of Foreign Affairs, Finance, they were represented here. I did it in this branch. You know why? Because I gave 2 years before that I saw the election of Liberia ending between Joseph Boakai and George Weah. And that I shall tell the same way I did on this one at the time minute. Everybody was waiting. All the people running for president came out. And the two major parties, it remained the same Joseph Boakai. We don't do prediction, we do vision. If it is prediction, I will know that Atiku will be the major contender. But I will not want to analyze the remaining. If you want to get the detail of this prophecy, you see me one-on-one. I have my reasons. But with what I saw, when the throne reappeared, the person on jubilation was not actually the person seated. Why? Why? It's a mystery. Only God can answer. I'm going to make a major comment on it again. Few days to the election. But if God changes a different thing and tell me, before that day, I shall say so. But God has been a covenant God that He has always shown us who becomes any president of any country He reveals to us, and all of them always come to pass. To God be the glory. Can we clap for Jesus here? Celebrate God. I know some of us will be giving their own interpretation. Don't give, Namigo give you. When I enter office, I can discuss with our leaders that are present here what is going to happen. But as I've said it, I have prophesied. Every prophet without wisdom is not a prophet. The pastor, title or the reduce. Amen. Before we continue, let's take the building offering, prepare the award. The people to present this award is here. Every year we give children free education. Somebody won the quiz of this year. The minister of this branch is about to reward them. We have workers in this branch that anytime I'm around in Nigeria and at this branch, I see them educated. They will equally be rewarded for Christmas bonus. Let's celebrate God. Let's celebrate God. Let's celebrate God. Put your hands together for Jesus. But before then, let's take a building offering, because after that award, I do my child education. I'm rounding up. Let's take a building offering. Rise up with a building offering. Wave it to the Lord. 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 Jesus. Apostle Joel, in a very snappy, bless the offering. Wave it, wave it.
Amen. Please, shall we be upstanding as we give our offerings, the building offering, our offerings? The Bible says something in the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 11 verse 1. It says, cast thy bread upon the waters, and after many days thou shalt find it. Give portion to the 7 and proportion to the 8, for thou knowest not the evil that shall come upon the earth. So in the morning, so in the noon, for thou knowest the one that will prosper. So anytime that we have an opportunity to give is an opportunity to have a bumper harvest. Lift it up unto heaven as we pray. In Jesus' mighty name we have prayed.
Amen.
I don't like your amen. Can I have a good amen? Father, we thank you because of the offerings of your people. As a sacrifice we lift up unto you. We demand, O God, that the blessings of God will rest upon those offerings and accept our sacrifices and bless us in